In this video I'm going to take a look at how we'd use a guide to finish off the tail part of a Dovetail Tee Halving, and the other bit of processing is involved in that as well. So to start off with, here we have a trench taken out, and you can see that the tail is marked out here. I'm going to start by putting the piece into the vise and make sure it's level. I'm going to take my saw, starting with the back stroke, fingers as a guide, cut the shoulder and do that on both sides. It has already been processed by cutting along the grain, which can be seen in another video. So once we have that done, we do the same on the opposite side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of wood with a straight edge on it. I'm going to offer it up to the piece in line with the tail, which you cannot just quite see here, but when I turn it around you'll get an idea of it. And put it into the vise. Don't have too much of the piece of timber sticking out. It will obstruct the chisel when we're using this as a guide, and this is the part that we're going to use as a guide. Different sizes of timber can be used as well too for your guide. This one happens to be about 70 by 18. You could use a 44 by 30, another piece like the piece has been processed from. Line your chisel up to the guide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the front of the shoulder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take small pieces off and gradually keep coming back. At this stage I'm not really using the guide, but as this starts to get removed, make sure that the chisel doesn't tilt on you. Keeping the chisel level, you can use the guide or the top of the piece of wood to do that. And as I'm getting closer here now, I'm going to let the chisel sit flat on the guide. That's going to make sure it's going to keep it square, and it's going to make sure it's going to be straight as well too. And you can see I'm slicing using the chisel, but it's flat, putting pressure with my left hand onto the piece, and I can remove the waste just perfectly to the line, as the guide will help me keep to that particular point. When you take it out, you can see that the piece has been removed. I'm not terribly worried about the other side because it's only the top piece that I'm keeping, and I do the same from the opposite side.